Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Thursday night here in the UK, Thursday afternoon across the pond. It means it is time for Cartload, where you're going to find the absolute best deals of the week. It is going to be fast, it is going to be furious. There is absolutely loads coming your way over the next couple of hours. Something else though that's coming your way over the next few days is some bonus Club Inspire points. I know, if you spend £50, you will get a bonus 75 points. Obviously the same for dollars or euros. Spend 75, get 100. Spend 100, get 150 points. And that's going to go through all the way up until the end of Saturday. Something that's not going to last until the end of Saturday, probably not even going to last until the end of the show, are the items that the Hottie Scotty himself has got. How are you, Craig?
I'm doing good, but yeah, absolutely, we're going to go straight in because these aren't going to last. They're not going to last whatsoever. So let's go in. So back to nature on this one here. This is the stencil. This is the stencil and focal stamp collection within this one here. So this one isn't going to last if you are never seen it before. It's one stencil, multitude of different designs, but you get some stamps so you can build up your collection as well. So then we've also got All My Heart. Is it? All My Heart. It is. Woohoo! All My Heart. And do you know what? It's double-sided. Double-sided die within this one here. So this isn't going to last long either. What we're then away to do is we're away to go in with someone I don't actually have the die with, but we've got the finished sample. This one here, diamond edge. You can see the diamonds that run throughout here. Nice little edgeable. But what I will say with this one, it has the decoration, but it's got the two outline dies as well. Lots of different ways that you can use it. Then we're going to go into sorry. For this one here, I am so sorry.
You will be sorry when it sells out.
Not going to last long at all. We've got the stamp, we've got the die to go with it as well. You can do all your little sentiments. Then we are going to reach for the stars. Well, it's actually shoot for the stars, but do you know what? You could be crafting. And at the start, oh,
half of that gone.
Oh no! Good one for doing your wraps and that if you want. Then we're going to have a look at Feather Corner. We're going to go in with this from our Nature Garden Peacock collection. Absolutely gorgeous. Still can't believe we actually have any left, but there's not going to be much going anymore. And then we're also going to be having a look at our With Love, Everlasting Love from Sarah's Garden of Love collection here. Nice one that's going to be using so much. So these ones that we've just gone over, these are the ones that you need to get your hands on right now because they're not going to last. This is definitely going to be the last chance.
Absolutely it is. Any of those items in your basket, check them out. Really, really fast. Brilliant deals there, because we are coming to the very end of the stock. Right, something else that I've got to start telling you about already, because my oh my, were these busy when we featured these in the wake up call earlier today. It is our mystery bundles. Now, they're so mysterious. Right, was actually told you I wasn't allowed to show you anything that's in the bags whatsoever, because you're spending £10 or dollars, or £8 or dollars if you're a platinum member, but getting more than double that in value. You're actually going to get at least £24.96 or 32.84's worth of value in here. So we've had some bargaining, and it's been decided I can show you one thing, okay? So, in the £10 or dollar one, you will get one of our incredible embossing folders, 3D at that, with stencils as well. Now this is worth £10 or $13 on its own. You will get 3 further items in here. It is one per customer as well. If you do order more than one, you may get some duplicates, but you're not even paying for the embossing folder and the stencils. You're getting the rest in there as well. This one just here, number 2, £20, $20. Look at the value you're going to get. Everyone's getting almost £45 or $55 worth of value. I'm going to show you one of the things that's in here. Ooh, double-sided dies. You'll be getting one of our amazing double-sided dies in here. That on its own worth £13 or $15. And you're also going to get a further 3 incredible items in there as well. Make sure you snap that one up. That one was also busy in our earlier wake-up call. But the busiest one, craft big or go home, guys, because the £30 or dollar mystery bundle, you will get at least £65 or $86 worth of value in here. How much of this one's gone? A fifth of the stock of this one has gone. I'm going to show you what's in here. You're going to get some incredible stamps and dies in here. These stamps and dies on their own, wait for it, £20 or $23 these are worth. So you will get a further 4 items as well in this particular bag. Amazing value for money. We don't have anywhere near as many of those as we would like, so you will need to be quick to snap them up. Lots of you tuning in saying hi already. I can see Pamela's here in central New York, Elizabeth's in Texas, Lynn's here, Alicia in Arkansas, Jennifer's in from Montana, Estelle in Arizona, for holidays I can see in Florida, Mary's in Montana. Loads of you tuning in saying hi. You're a right chatty bunch. Any questions you've got, anything you want to let me know, then pop yourself over to the socials, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube, and get in touch. But Craig's got something else now that we featured a little earlier that's been incredibly busy. I love these, Craig.
I do as well. That's why I had to feature them within a wake-up call this morning. But these ones I'm showing you right now within the full collection here is the best price yet. If you go and look on the screen right now, being platinum, £32, $40. What you're going to be getting is the stained glass. Now you've got 4 of them, but in total you're getting 8 dies because each of them have an outline die. So you can see when it comes to this one here, we've got the Kingfisher window here. Really good size. It's actually 4.3 by 6.1, so really nice and sizable. But then we're going to go into our windmill. More specifically, it's called windmill window. So there's that one there. Ask a silly question there, Craig. Then we've got, as we like to say as well, we like to think of it as being Beyonce's favourite one, and this is the single lily.
Oh, single lilies. Oh, single lilies.
We got that one. Then we're going to be going into which is the arch, and this is land and sea. But you know what? 4 packs, 8 dies, that's not enough. We're also going to be giving you envelopes. We're going to give you 80 envelopes, but we're giving you 80 envelopes.
Good.
You need something to put in them, don't you? 80 envelopes, which means 80 card blanks. Not any card blanks, black card blanks, white card blanks, Aperture card blanks. So what we have got, you've got 10 of each shape, and you're getting 5 black and you're getting 5 white. So if I fold this in half, these are all going to work in conjunction with your stained glass die. So for instance, if I bring land and sea, you can see how that shape works well. Pop a little bit of acetate on the back, do your stained glass, colour in with your tri-blends or even your classiques, but you can do paper piecing, etc, etc. So you've got the arch that's going to work within that one, but then you've got the rectangle that you can see here as well, which that one of course is going to work an absolute treat when it comes to the Kingfisher. So that's going to work really, really well. Of course, you don't have to just use them for the stained glass. If you want to use them elsewhere, you can do. But each of these, remember I'm showing you're getting 10 in total of each of the shape, 5 black, 5 white. That one you can see is going to work well with the windmill. And then last but by no means least, we are giving you, it's a square, but of course the way that it sits, it is a diamond. That's going to work with the single lily here. But you know what? Yes, perfectly for this collection here, perfect for any spare card blanks, spare dies you want to use in conjunction. But if you do like to do things like your cross stitching, where you need that aperture backdrop so that you can see all of that incredible detailed cross stitch, these are going to work an absolute treat as well. So between all of them, with the dies, you've got all of those envelopes, you've got all of those card blanks as well for that price here, £40 or $50. But if you are platinum, it comes down to £32, $40. But I've got something else.
Ooh.
And these are ones that I've loved in the past, and you know, I always shout about it when we've got it. It is half price, Joe, and you know what? Half price means it's the best price yet that we've ever had.
Best price.
This is the...
Oh, Craig.
Oh no.
A quarter has gone already. Oh no.
Oh no, 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 no. This is the Animal Silhouette Die Collection. Now you're getting 30 elements in total. Straight away look at the today's price. Cracking for what you're about to see here. £25.98 or $29.90. But with it being half price, that is the price. Platinum comes down even more. Comes down to $20.78 or $23.92 for all these ones. Love these ones. These are the animal silhouette. They give you that aperture aspect to them, but you can do layering up. You can get a lot of great depth when it comes to these ones here. So you can see how we've gone through the last two with the butterfly and the stag, but what about the little bunny rabbit that we can see here? Even this one on its own, Joe. Can you imagine if you used your inks and it's going to be looking at like the moonlight or even, you know, the sun, it could be. And then another one of my favourites, and actually in the past, has been one of your favourites as well. It's the Bumblebee.
I love this one.
Same concept as what I've showed you before, but within this one, all the shapes there are the circles, but when it comes to the Bumblebee, all the shapes are hexagons. Lots of different ways. So many of you have been using this that have got a hold of this in the past with the Beautiful collection. So all of that, best price yet, works out at half price, but straight down to platinum, £20.78 or $23.92. No brainer.
What a fantastic deal, Craig. Talking of fantastic deals, I don't recall us doing a 40% discount for you on our amazing tri-blend pens. However, if you are a platinum member, I mean, the savings are just off the chart. You are saving more than you're spending here on these. So the perfect opportunity to get your hands on them. 42 pieces in here gives you 126 pens in total. They are together in their 6-piece project packs as well, so it shows you the kind of colours that are going to work beautifully together. You're going to get the portrait blends here as well. This is going to give you coral, pale pink, fair skin, gold brown, tan and earth brown. You will also receive in here the natural, and in here you'll get light yellow, citrus green, dull green, hydrangea, ice grey and brown grey. You will also get the exotic blends, and that gives you burnt orange, aqua blue, gold yellow, pink violet, alpine green and the magenta. This one here is your vintage, and in there you've got vintage blue, antique pink, dusty purple, red brown, yellow green and muted brown. Your woodland here contains jade green, gold brown, tan, brown grey, earth brown and ice grey. This one here is your jewel shades. That's going to give you dark red, true blue, coral, bright pink, blue turquoise and pale pink. And then last but by no means least, you're going to get your florals, and that's going to give you bright pink, lavender, purple, dark red, orange and citrus. You're going to get all of those in there. Don't forget about the bonus Club Inspire points that are going to be coming your way too, because if you're spending what, $100 here on these, you'd get 150 bonus points, meaning you'd get 250 points as a platinum member just on that particular bundle alone. So make sure you snap those up. Now, as soon as I found out we had these on the show, I was literally cock-a-hoop. I could not believe we've got these on at the best ever price. These for so long, Craig, were my all-time favourite Crafter's Companion product. They are your happy camper. Now they are your staycation. They're amazing because they work so well on their own if you want to create a project using just these, but they work so well with so many other things too. Think about pop-up boxes, great for embellishing your different cards or any kind of project you want to work with. Now you're going to get all 4 sets. Happy Camper, Simple Life, you will also get Road Trip in here, and you'll get Life's a Beach. But that is not all, because then you are going to get the pad included, and we know what page this pad has in it. It has, as far as I'm concerned, maybe even still, the best page in a pad ever. It is this one here. I think it is incredible. You are going to absolutely love this. It's all been curated and matched to work well with the different dies and stamps. At full price, when we launched these, they were off the chart, immensely busy. At this price, I mean, you're saving what, close to, platinum members are saving pretty much double what they're spending here on these. If you don't yet own these at this price, I think it's a have to have it. Less than £24, less than $29 for platinum members on this one here. Make sure you snap them up.
Joe, what about your wobblers? You can use them with your wobblers.
Your wobblers.
Imagine a wobbler ice cream van.
A wobbly ice cream. What else could we wobble? How about a wobbly guitar?
Yep.
A wobbly caravan?
Yep.
A wobbly swimming pool?
Yep.
A wobbly flamingo?
Oh,
hello, yes please.
Want one of them.
I mean, it's all going to be wobbling. A wobbly lolly. I mean, make sure you snap those up. Lots of you chatting away with us as well, and asking questions. Apparently, Laura says I remind her of a Neapolitan ice cream bar. How lovely. 1 scoop or 2. Karen says, hello everyone. Craig motivated me to play with my stained glass dies this morning. Happy results. Lynn says, I'm fabulous. Thanks, Lynn. I'll take that. Rhonda says the stained glass window dies are really fun and super versatile. Vicky thinks she's going to grab herself some of the silhouette animals. And Rhonda saying, what an incredible price for those stained glass windows. Excellent for paper piecing, alcohol colouring, best price ever. So busy already on this show. Lots of you snapping lots of this up. The deals though just keep getting better, don't they, Craig?
They really do. Before I show you this, I just wanted to say, if maybe this is the first show you've managed to catch today, in case you're thinking, wobblers, what are you on about? Go back and have a look at launch day after Cartload. You'll see the launch that we use. You'll be able to see how. You'll be able to use what Joe's got, some of the things I've got in conjunction with the launch. Now, we're going to be having a look at this one here. This is our character over the edge. Now within these ones, these are fun. So many of these collections that we are showing you today are fun. This is no exception. I actually still can't believe we've got any of these ones left. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up quite high there so we can get a good view of them. There we go. So we've got boards for most of them, and then I've got some of the other ones that we'll show you. So this one here, you can see you've got the cute pussycats here. Now how these work, this is the main stamp here. You have got 3 separate dies. That enables you to cut on the left-hand side, the right-hand side, on the top. So that creates a left-hand fold card, right-hand, or a top. Now when it works with these ones as well, is you can use them on their own if you wanted to. I cannot believe you just said that, Erin. Say it again. It works out. What I'm going to show you, you buy 3 and you get 5 for free.
I said you buy 3
and you get 5 for free.
5 free.
I know,
Wowzers.
crazy. So that everything I'm going to show you, that's what it's a way to work out as. So this one is the Feline Friends, but look at that quickly as well. Lots of additional aspects that you can then be incorporating into your cards. But that is your Feline Friends. What about Have a Nice Day? Same idea, you've got your 3 dies that's going to work on the left, the right, or the top. You can do your different card folds, but you can do your wraps in that as well if you want to. Gorgeous one. Then Paw Prints. So now with the doggies, but then this shows you as well, yes, with the die you can cut over the top, but then you can have a little bit of fun with your craft knife and you can create your own apertures as well. Just to say, the little edge of the doggy has come off. You don't get a half-headed dog. It is a full one, but that is your Paw Prints. Then we're going into birthday balloons with the teddy bear and that. So much fun. Use big card blanks, small card blanks, so many of them. Then we're going to be in with Birds in Bloom. So that is the concept, but that's not it. You do get these ones as well. Exactly the same concept, just don't have the boards for these ones here. So you can see within this one here, we've got Hello Beautiful.
Hello Beautiful.
We've got May Your Day Sparkle. And we've even got Magical Wishes with the unicorn. So that full collection, the today's price $35.97 or $50.85. Platinum comes down to $28.78 or $40.68, and it works out you buy 3 and you're getting 5 of them for free. That is bonkers. That is absolutely bonkers within that price. Do you know what? Get them for yourself as that full collection. Dish them out. Keep them for Secret Santas later on in the year when it comes to Christmas time. Do you know what? Even getting a couple and dishing them out to people, they're going to think that you spent quite a lot of money. Amount.
Platinum members saving $95 there on those, spending $40, way over double what you are spending, you are saving, which is amazing. Now, Connie Fong, whenever we bought you stamp sets from Connie Fong, you love them. These were no different, especially because the first set of Connie Fong stamps that we bought you corresponding dies with too. Now, they are available as 2 smaller collections. I'm just going to give you the details for the larger collection because that gives you the best saving. And in here, what you're going to get, they've all got a slightly sort of angelic biblical nature to them, which I think you guys have absolutely loved. And in here, you're going to get the Angel Messenger, which is this one here. You're also going to get Angel Whispers. Love that you've got so many adorning and embellishing items within there. You do get sentiments within the stamps. Use the stamps on their own or use the stamps and dies together. It's completely up to you. You've got a brilliant saving on this one as well. Now, this one here is your Angel Wishes. You will also get Angel Prayers in this particular collection. Loads of fun to colour these as as well. Get all of your different colouring mediums involved with them. This is your Twinkling Angel right here, and then you've also got the Friendship Angel too. £36 or $40 for Club Inspire Platinum members. That is again less than half price for Platinum members, which is absolutely incredible. I'm excited. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because pretty much one of my all-time favourite items that we sell is on the show. You know I love my Totally Tiffany, but the buddy bags, Craig, oh my word, I think they are ingenious, right? Let me take you through what you're getting in here, because it's very rare that we bring you these larger buddy bag collections, because they just sell out so quickly all the time. I'm going to take you through what you've got in here. You have got Katia in here. Now Katia is great for dies, stamps, also things like rulers. The great thing about them is that they all have that hook and loop technology on here as well. Each and every one comes with a hard case in here. This one, of course, we're using to store different distress inks in. There's so many different things you can do with them. The other great thing is they are all clear. They have handles. You're not going to get the lowest bag included, but they all store beautifully in the lowest bag, or you can use them for things like drawer organisers as well. Terry, we love Terry, because Terry, she got 3 flaps. And the great thing about this is, what you can do with Terry is you can actually tuck those flaps around, double velcro it back down, and then you've got a brilliant little workstation that you can then use for your markers. So it's great for your illustrators, your classics, your aqua markers are all going to fit in there absolutely beautifully. It will hold this one, I believe, as well. Yes, it will hold tri-blends on those larger ones if you want it to. Didn't think you'd get this one in the deal.
No.
Oh, it is the bag that holds your 12 by 12s. This one is fantastic. Now, whether you're using it for 12 by 12 pads like we are here, or I know a lot of places sell and retail 12 by 12 papers individually, it's fantastic to have this in there, because it means that rather than your 12 by 12 papers all getting dogged, they're all going to stay in here. It's really easy to see exactly what you've got in there as well. We move, as the kids say, because there's more in here. You've also got Teresa. Now, Teresa is brilliant for little pots of glitters. Also fantastic for things like washi tape, if you want to use it for that. You've got that hard shell that pops out of there. How about using this, though, not for crafting, Craig? How about this being a little cosmetic bag? How about having all your, your makeups, your lotions, your potions in here, and having them all stored away nicely? There's so many different reasons and ways that you can use your Tiffany buddy bags. This one here is Sue. Now, Sue is brilliant for zips on a roll, because obviously you can just pull them right out the side of here. It does open up all the way around if you want to get right the way into it as well. Also great as well for things like punches, storing stamps, especially if you've got wooden mounted stamps, you can store those in there. This one here is Gail. Now, Gail's looking a bit empty, isn't she, bless her? I think someone's been dipping into Gail, but Gail is brilliant for all of your little mixed media products, whether your stone drops, your glossy highlights that you want to store in here, all of those kind of things. Again, works beautifully. Again, a really great one for cosmetics if you want to store those in there too. Next one you've got is Yasara. Now, this is excellent. Again, perfect for your pens, and we love this one because it's got the stadium in there as well. So there's a little insert in the bottom that means that it makes it super easy to get to all your pens. It was designed to store your tri-blends, your tri-blend brush pens, also your tri-colour markers. This one was designed for as well. And last but by no means least, we've also got Barbara in here as well. Barbara's fantastic for alcohol reinkers, storing ink pads in here, loads of different things that you can pop into here. Where is Lisa? Where's Lisa? No, that's Lois. This one's Lisa. Come on, Lisa, over you come. Lisa is your 12 by 12 one. So you're actually getting the 12 by 12 one totally free of charge. If you don't already own a Lois tote, I would absolutely recommend you get one, because they are ingenious, because everything goes in here on its end. It's not part of this bundle. I'm just doing this for illustrative purposes for you. Illustrative or illustrative?
Illustrative. Illustrative.
Yeah, that one. For that purpose, because the lowest tote is clear, and all your bags are clear, so they are the perfect. Match. Yeah, match. 31.94, 45.54. We got there in the end. Craig, save me. What is next?
Right, Theo, I'm away to show you everything, but look at these ones here. Do you want to have something that's going to enable you to create these gorgeous little succulents here? You can then start to do your home decor. What about recycle your jars? And by decorating with the inside of what I'm away to show you, one more, getting little home decor, little ornaments or that from the DIY store, garden store, create your own little succulents within the middle there. All that sort of stuff is coming courtesy of Sharon Callis. This is the Succulent Collection, sensational Succulent Collection.
Sensational.
Sensational indeed. 46 elements in total. Now within these ones here, Merry Maiden. If you are familiar with how quilling works, well, Sharon has flipped that on its head and she's changed it slightly into a lot more of an easier way, which you can tune in and see within back shows on YouTube. But we've got Merry Maiden. We've then got Jade, and that's what it creates down into here. Then we're going to be having a look at the Neon Breaker, and that's exactly what it makes here. So it die cuts like this. You then fold it in half like that, and then it creates something like that. So that one being your Neon Breaker. Then we've got Lila China on this one here. So again, gives you that effect once you start to quill it all together. Now, texture card, smooth card, pattern card, you can do all these sorts of flowers and succulents within those card stocks. This one, Baby Aloe, or it's actually a...
Baby aloe?
I can't say it without saying aloe vera.
Okay.
I can say aloe vera, but to just...
Just baby aloe? Baby aloe do, baby aloe do.
Yeah, I can go straight in and say aloe vera, but to...
say baby aloe vera.
Baby aloe vera.
So then just say baby aloe.
Baby aloe.
There you go.
Aloe. There we go, we got it.
Got there.
Aloe. I don't know what it is, it just stumps me. So you've got that baby aloe that you can see here, very much like a cactus style if you want. Then we've got, this has actually been one of my favourites within the set, Joe, because this is the sword grass here. That word I can say it. And this creates this long field of grass that you can see here. Bunch them together, that's the sort of thing that's going to create all of that within the centre of your projects. But that's not it. That's what we've got the boards for. But do you know what else that you're getting? So everything that I'm showing you, platinum price on your screen right now at £36 or $52. Wow. Now, actually, on the today's price, you're saving over 60%. How much is that you're saving?
60%. Now, the previous saving was 45%, and we thought that was knock it out of the park amazing. This is 60% saving.
So we're not even finished there yet. You're still going to be getting these stamps and dies. This one is your die, and this is your plant pot. So you can then start to build up your succulents within using the plant pot if you want. Then you've got the little gardening tags here. So you might be familiar with the ones, you know, if you plant your little flowers and then you write on the little bit of the label as to what flower it is once it grows. That kind of idea when it comes to these ones. Then we've got these ones as well. So similar idea to these ones. You can jot your little name of the flower down, or if you're doing it on a tag, it could be happy birthday, you could stamp a sentiment, up to yourself. Then we're also giving you the embossing folder as well. So very nice one here where you've got that 5" by 7" embossing folder. We've got another embossing folder here where you've got that floral backdrop to it. Then we're going to have a look at yet another embossing folder. All of the embossing folders I'm showing you 5 by 7 here. This one has got more of a centre point that you can focus on. It's got a circle emboss that works all the way around. You can then decorate the centre if you want, or on this finished example, you can decorate all the way around. So everything here within that price here. Another embossing folder that you can see. This one being the terrarium. On this one here. This one is always nice if you start to sand it back. Terrarium.
Terrarium.
On that one there.
Like diluting juice.
Terrarium on that one. And this one is your stamp and die. So everything there that I've shown you there, being the today's
all
price,
of that.
All of that. £45 or $65. Look at that saving on the today's price that you can see on your screen right now. $73.86. or $99.30 for you guys stateside. But if you are Club Inspire and you're platinum, for all of that, you're going to be getting it at £36. I still can't believe I'm saying that. £36 or $52 for you guys stateside as well. For all of that, that enables you to make so many cards, home decor. If you want to do your own little gardening pots, then you can do as well. Lots of fun you can be doing with these ones.
£82 you're saving as a platinum member in the UK. £82.
£82.
Amazing value for money. I bought an actual real succulent after we had one of the shows with Sharon on, Craig, and it died.
Did it?
Just this week, yeah. No, I know, but what I do is on my day I get home, I water my plants, and the day I leave, I water my plants. Because the succulent lives on the bookshelf, not with the other plants, I realised I probably hadn't watered it for about 8 weeks, and it's been so hot, hasn't it?
Oh.
It literally, this was how it looked when I got home the other week, Craig. Like, completely done.
You know what you needed for it?
What?
The terrarium.
Terrarium, yeah. I feel like the terrarium may have made it even drier though, with all the glass. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get another one. I'll let you know when I've killed that one. Let's move on. We're going to go and have a look now at the Shadow Alphabet. Again, an incredible price. There is a deal where you can buy the alphabets on their own or the numbers on their own, but why would you do that when you've got this amazing deal? Because for less than £31, just over $48 as a platinum member, you are going to get all of the alphabet, which is amazing, and you're going to get the ampersand, and you're going to get all of the numbers in here as well. These are incredible for personalization. They are great for home decor, wonderful for door signs or wall hangings. There's so many different ways you're going to be able to use them. Do you know what they give you, Craig, as well?
Lots of opportunities.
Lots of opportunity to craft, yes, because you've got these wonderful little apertures and these little shading lines on the letters, so it gives you something really cool, super modern, great if you want to use matte mirror, glitter card behind there as well. Maybe you want to do amazing backwashes and put those behind there. There's just loads of different ways you can use them. Definitely, if you haven't got them already, snap them up whilst they're on this price. I don't think you can ever have too many alphabets dies in your stash, especially when there is different, and these are really unique, aren't they, Craig?
They are, and you know what, really, if you think about it, you're getting 2 sets, because the piece that die cuts out, you can use that as your alphabets as well, and that's what I do 9 times out of 10. Yes, I use the shadow aspect, but the bits that pop out, I use these as my alphabets as well with my cards and projects, so you've got kind of 2 sets for these ones.
Amazing. Apparently, if I water it, it will come back. I haven't thrown it out yet, but I mean, it's not just dead, it's like really, really dead. So I don't think it will come back.
It's not just dead, it's really, really dead.
Really, really dead. Like, it's crispy. Yeah. Well, I don't know if, actually, maybe it's not crispy. It's just, it was kind of like this shape. No, it's this shape. Is that all it needs? I left it the other day and it was already like that and I haven't watered it yet. So when I go back, if I water it, do we think it will go back to this? All right, I'll give it a go. Follow me on social media for all kinds of engaging content, like my dying succulents. Gilmore says, Joe, you do a better Craig imitation than Ben's Drunken Pirate. What's this about Ben's Drunken Pirate?
Oh, he tries to be Scottish. He sounds like a pirate.
Does he?
Yeah. It's awful.
I'm not going to go there. Kathy C says, "Ooh, so tempted by this alphabet. You won't regret it, Kathy." Panda says, "I love the shadow alphabets. They're absolutely fabulous." Susie T loves the succulents as well. There's never been a better time to get hold of those succulents. We're going to talk bags again, I believe, because we have got the mystery bundles for you. 3 different options here. This one's £10 or $10. You will get at least £25, $32 worth of product in here. They're so mysterious, I'm not allowed to show you what's in here. So we had a bit of bargaining earlier and I'm able to show you one thing. So in the £10 or $1 one, you will get one of the amazing 3D embossing folders with the stencil as well. Now that on its own is worth $9.99 or $12.95. That's the cost of the bag. There are 3 other incredible elements within each one. If you can't buy more than one. If you buy more than one, you will get duplicates. So please don't do that. Now, this one here is your £20 or $1 mystery bundle. Look at what you're getting. Value-wise, a minimum of almost what? £45, $55. In here, I can show you, you will be getting this. Ooh, our pretty florals. One of our incredible double-sided dies in here. This one's worth £13 or $15 on its own. Platinum members are spending £16 or $16. You will get a further 3 amazing additional items in there as well. But your favourite, by far and away the busiest one so far, is this one, the £30 or $1 mystery bag. You will receive at least £65 or $85 worth of incredible goodies. I'm just going to show you one of the things that you're going to get in here. An amazing stamp and die set worth £20 or $23. Can I get an ooh? Ooh. And you will also get 4 other incredible additional items in there. It is one per customer, because if you buy more than one, you will get some duplicates. So make sure you grab a bargain and get hold of those. £24, $24 for Platinum members there on that one. Right. Now, Craig's got, how have we got these in Cartload?
I don't know.
I love these, and they weren't even launched that long ago, Craig.
No, they weren't. These initially, these were launched when we launched the Gemini Pro, because with the Gemini Pro, these stencils are 12 by 12. So with the Pro, using the embossing mat, you can emboss with them. But if you don't have the Pro, please do not think that you cannot use these. Yes, they're 12 by 12, but you can ink through them. You don't need to ink through the whole lot. You can then just cherry pick sections of your cardstock and ink through them. Now you're getting everything that I'm away to show you here. This one being the Fallen Hearts. So if I lift this one up, you can see this is your 12 by 12 stencil. So we've got our stencil that you can see here, 12 by 12. So you can then ink on top of it, of course. Yes, if you do have the Pro, you can emboss it with the embossing mat, but as I say, don't worry if you don't have it. Don't think that you can't use it, because you can. Everything I'm going to show you right now, £28 or $36 Platinum price. I mean, wow. This one now being the wood grain here, this is going to be so good for your woodland animal set. You know, if you even want to start to incorporate that with 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, because you've got the reindeers and that, nativity, even things like your nutcracker, that would be good with that woodwork in the backdrop. Cherry pick certain sections and start to ink up with your water reactive. Then we're having a look at the sketched swirls on this one here. Swirls, I did say swirls. All of these, once again, every one I'm showing you is 12 by 12. So ink through them, spray through them, spritz through them, get your stencil pastes in them and do that. Then we've got the dots and spots within this one. Do you know why it's called dots and spots?
Why is it called dots and spots?
Because it's full of dots and spots.
Love
12
it.
by 12. There we go. No, didn't see that one coming, did you? Dots and spots. Then on this one here, we are going into the natural stone.
Oh, so natural.
Reminds me as well as kind of like the reptiles,
Lizard skin,
lizard skin,
yeah.
snake skin. I don't like anything like that, but if you like to do, cards and that for the young ones that love all that reptile yucky stuff that I don't like, then start to use that, ink them as well. Even start to sponge your glossy highlights onto the back, remove the stencil, you get a nice textured effect. Then we're going to go into the Deco Tiles here. Going to say it again, all 12 by 12. If you do have
How
the
big
Pro,
are they?
12 by 12.
Fantastic.
If you do have the Pro, then of course you can then emboss using the embossing mat, but don't worry if you don't, you can then ink through them, cherry pick sections.
Love
Moroccan
this one.
tile, it's one of your favourites, isn't it?
So great.
What I like with this one, ink through it, but because you've got little dots that run throughout, come along with your gems or your pearls and add them into play. Give it that little bit of texture with the gems or the pearls or any of your highlights that you've got. That's not it. We've then got Chesterfield leather. This has been one of the favourites that you've got at home, those have already got it, because it's giving you that sort of leathered look. But to me, it actually gives me the look of the steel cage matches in the WWE wrestling.
Okay.
Gives me that look. Hell in the Cell matches that they've got. So if your young sons or your daughters love that, great to incorporate that. Of course, spritz through it if you want. All of that with the today's price of £35, $45. Within that saving that you can see on the screen, £28.92, $34.60. But then with Platinum, that comes even further down to £28 or $36 for all of these. So think of these as the way that you can upcycle your home materials. You want to do home decor, your furniture. Want to do it onto your cards and your scrapbook pages? No problem at all. You don't have to ink the full 12 by 12. Pick out sections if you want. Ink 12 by 12, then use your guillotine and cut your cardstock down, and then you've got different panels. There's so much that you can do with 12 by 12. I cannot believe that we've got these in tonight's Cartload.
Sarah's asking, how do you emboss with stencils, Craig?
So for these large stencils, you're going to have to use the Pro to emboss with the embossing mat. If you've got smaller stencils, then it's all about using your purple rubber embossing mat. It's done time and time again on Past Crafters TV show on YouTube. Have a look at dedicated Gemini shows. And I've done it, Sarah's done it, Leanne's done it, we've all done it when we've showed how to emboss using stencils. Actually as well, if you go back to the shows where Sarah launched the Pro, she's done that as well when it comes to embossing.
A couple of other people asking, just to recap what the plate combination is. Is this the one where you have to, oh, I wish I hadn't got him down this path now. So Craig can't tell us what the plate combination is about to do. Have you got them there? Do you want to do it to tell us, or have you not got them?
Well, I've not got the big plates.
No, but just the general combination. What the order is. This is really funny because Craig was just telling me the other day he can't do it. You know, like sometimes people with their PIN number, they can't do it until they're like there to do it.
I can't.
Craig's the same with the embossing with the sandwich combination. He can't tell us. He can only tell us as he does it.
Yeah, and it's the same as I can't tell you my mobile number.
Can you not?
But if I go to type it out,
right?
Imagine I'm typing it.
Do you call yourself often? Hello. Oh no, wrong number. Okay, thank you.
So, right, y'all, let's go for it. So what we're going to do, now remember how I say when it comes to my Gemini plates, I always keep one nice and pristine. You know how I always say that I do that? And I do that for things like this, so that when we come to stencil, then I've always got a nice flat unmarked plate. So what I'm going to do is, we've got our plates that we've got here. What I'm then going to do, cardstock, then I've got my stencil. Now, just imagine this is one of the bigger embossing mats. I don't have one at hand, so I've only got this one. So what I would do then, I've got my base cutting plate. Then what I'm going to do is my rubber embossing mat that's going to be within the bottom. Then I'm going to do my stencil. Then I'm going to do my cardstock. And then it's going to be plastic shim, top plate. Remember, rubber embossing mat, you never have at the same time as your magnet. So I don't need the magnet. Then what I would do is run that one through my Gemini, and then what that does, with the pressure, that then pushes all of that stencil detail all the way through, and that's going to emboss.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Craig.
You're welcome.
Hello? Really? No, he didn't. No, he
Stop
didn't.
it.
Oh, okay. Bring, bring.
Do you not?
Hi, what have you been up to? Oh, not much, you?
Do you not know your mobile number?
Yeah, I do, but I don't have to put it in. I can just give you. I can just 0789.
I don't mean I call myself. I have to visually.
Okay.
I can't. I know. Don't worry, Aaron. I'm not waiting to say it. But I know it's 07.
Yeah.
But then I stumble, so I have to visualize my number. Yeah. Just go back to him.
In a previous what else you got? In a previous life, in a previous job, Craig, I actually said, if you want to place an order, just give us a call, and then proceeded to give out my mobile number instead of the number for the channel. Nearly got all the way to the end as well, just giving out my mobile number. Anyway, what are we doing next? Sorry?
Good story.
Really? Oh. Anyway, let's move on. Right, A4 Centura Pearl. This stuff is gorgianous. It really is. Now, it is our packs that you've got here, and it's 5. This one's an 8 colour pack. This is your trends. Look at all those gorgeous colours that you are getting in here. This is a 3 for 2 offer, so you get 40 sheets here on this one. Then we have got a 5 colour pack for you with the pastels. Oh, look at this. Aren't they beautiful? If you've not worked with Centura Pearl before, it is that really beautiful pearlescent cardstock, 310 GSM as well. So a really great all-round weight for you to work with. And you're also then going to receive 36 sheets of the amazing precious metals within there as well. So all of those gorgeous metallic shades. You know, I'd teach you to flick the other day, didn't I, Craig? You did. Should we do it now?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a flicking lesson? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Do you want to come and get this one?
Yeah.
Oh, can we do it over here together, Erin?
Yeah.
Come on. Right. Let's do it together in the kitchen. Right. So you have that one. I'll have this one. Right. The key is, so when it's flat, right, what you do is you hold it like this, and then you let that finger go and do that. then put that finger back and do that, and then you do it again once more, do that, and then do that. And what that then does is, if you turn it to the side, nearly, just do it again. So like this, so hold it with this hand, let that go of that hand, do that, then put that finger down and let go of that one. And that's it, and then do that again. And then put that finger down. No, so you got to put, so.
It's like patting your,
right, yeah, it is. So
your head
hold this one, right. We'll do it again in a step, really. So hold it, hold it with your 2 fingers, right. Let go of this hand, do this. Then what you do is put this hand down and then let go of this hand. That's it, and then you do that again. So hold it there. So put this finger down, then let go of that hand. And what that does then is it then splays it for you. And then what you do is you turn it around, and then as you flick it, and then so hold it from the bottom there, that's it. And then as you hold it from the top, you then are able to fan it. See? How amazing.
See?
Look at that.
There you go.
Kanban Keith taught me how to do that.
Oh, I was not surprised. Yeah, that's his style.
Anyway, thanks for coming to our TED Talk. See ya. Oh, it's all fun and games. There's people at home all over the world now, flicking their cardstock. Right, what am I meant to do next, Erin? Essential cardstock. Here we go. Right, these absolute essentials for you. These ones just here. This is your white stamping card. So you're right. What's going on?
I was getting cardstock and I'd just seen you giggling and I thought, have I done something here?
No, I was just like, what's he doing down there? He's getting some paper to have a practice with. So you've got white stamping card, this one just here. All the essentials in this one for you. You've also got the craft cardstock in here as well. And you've also then got as well matte black cardstock in there for you too, which is excellent. Right, grab those, 23.50, 35.50 on that. A great 20% saving for you as well. Next up, I want to take you to the water bottle. It's over here. So, the amazing Crafters, literally Tom Cruise in Cocktail, aren't I? The amazing Crafters Companion water bottle. Do you know what I love about it? It's got the little hook. I love the hook. And it's got a sippy top as well, and you can close it up. It doesn't leak. It's fantastic. And it's got a discount on it today. What are you going to put in yours? I would have water in mind. What would you have in yours, Craig? What's in yours currently?
Well, actually, I've got water in mind because I've run out of diluting juice because someone didn't go to Tesco.
No, I did go to Tesco.
You did?
Oh no.
I asked one thing.
No. He asked me for one thing. I did say remind me after the show, and in fairness, you didn't remind me.
No, actually, to be fair, because you were going to go to, you said that you weren't going to go to that fast food place for your lunch.
No.
You were going to go to Tesco's and get something healthy. And then after wake up call, you said, actually, I'm not going to go to Tesco's, I'm going to go to that fast food place.
To Greg's, basically.
Not going to ask if I dilute juice.
No, but then for dinner I went to Tesco's for my dinner, and then I'd forgotten at that point. It had been hours. Anyway, Craig's got water in his, it turns out. If you want to grab yours, $8.99, $13.45. I'm really not very good at this, am I? Can you believe I used to work in a cocktail bar? Me neither. Right, glue sticks. That's where we're going to go next. You're actually going to get 100 of these. I've only got, 40 of them here. They are UK EU only. So you can only buy them in the UK or the EU. £10 or £8 if you're a platinum member. Now, the tape pens, absolutely love our legendary tape pens. Now, in this particular collection, you are going to get 3 of the extra strong. You're also going to receive as well 3 of, there we are, 3 of the dotty too. Buy 2 extra strong, get 1 free. Buy 2 dotty, get 1 free. All 6 of them together, $14.37 or $20.70 as a Club Inspire Platinum member. I also need to remind you about the bonus points, because all the way up until the end of Sunday, spend 50, get 75 bonus points. Spend £75, dollars or euros, you'll get 100 bonus points. Spend 100, you'll get 150 bonus points, which is awesome. So make sure you take advantage of that. If you're thinking to yourself, but Joe, I'm new, I haven't even got a Scooby-Doo what Club Inspire is all about. Well, here's someone to tell you all about it.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
All the details there of Club Inspire and also, it's wonderful things. Marge says, Joe, you cracked me up. Oh, you're welcome, Marge. Craig says, your reaction to Reptilian stencil made me chuckle. Wow, the colour of that Centura Pearl, says Pandacraft. Pandacraft says, Joe, did Kanban Keith show you that? He did, yes. No one flicks cardstock like Joe. Well, soon, Craig will as well. Jennifer says, never can have enough of those essential cardstocks. And Patricia says, is Tesco like Walmart? Everything under the sun. Kind of. Maybe not quite as big as a Walmart, but it sells, I don't know, are they the same, Erin? Nah, not as good apparently, Tesco. I keep saying Texas, instead of saying Texas, I keep saying Tesco, especially Mary in Texas. I keep calling her Mary in Tesco. She's not in Tesco,
I know,
she's in Texas.
I don't think they'll own it now, but I think maybe 10 years ago or something, Walmart bought Asda.
Yeah, I think, yes, they did. I think they've just sold it.
Yeah, and then I think they've just sold it, so it's not part of it. But yeah, Walmart in the US had bought Asda's like another Tesco's.
You can buy everything at Walmart, apparently. Literally everything.
I like going to Walmart when I'm across in the States.
Do you? I haven't been to the States for so long. Right, stained glass windows is what we're talking about now. An amazing bundle here for you where you're going to get all 4 of the stained glass window dies. Let me show you all the single lilies first because that is what you're getting here. The single lily window is the first one. Loads of, you know what, Craig, opportunity to craft with these because you've got in here the amazing, all the single lilies. Craig's kind of doing like Mr. Bean meets Beyonce now. That's what it's turned into. Then what you're also going to get is this one here, which is the wonderful Kingfisher. You're going to get this one, which I love, the Land and Sea. That's my absolute favourite one. And you're going to receive the windmill window as well. Now, not only that, but in this particular bundle, you also get the pre-die cut Aperture card blanks as well. Now, you will get 10 white, 10 black in each of these. So you get the semicircle, you also then get the rectangle in here, you get the arch, and you get the diamond too. So that is all of the different shapes for your 4 different dies. So that's amazing because that's 80 cards that you're going to be able to create straight away there. And you then get all the envelopes that you need, sized perfectly, to go with that too. £40 or $50 if you want to go for that lot of loveliness right there. Patricia says, thank goodness for Erin, familiar with both UK and USA. She keeps us right, she does indeed. She keeps us right. She does like to give us funny words every now and then as well, though, which we can't talk about because they're usually rude.
Funny words as well that may mean one thing here in the UK.
Yeah.
And it means something completely different.
No, she'll never give up on tank top, apparently.
No,
that's her favourite one. Right, Craig, arch windows. These have been so popular when we launched them. How amazing to have them back at the best ever price.
I know, we are indeed. So we're going to do a little bit of inking to show how to use them. What I want to say as well, just briefly to go back to when Joe showed you the hot glue sticks. These hot glue sticks are a standard glue stick size, so they're going to work for any of your hot glues that you've got there. It doesn't just have to be ours at Crafter's Companion. You might have another brand, but ours will work because they're a standard hot glue stick. So a good way to stock up as well, even if you've not got our hot glue gun. So just want to point that one out as well. But here we go. So I've got a piece of watercolour card and I've got 5x7. I'm going to go in with some pink tulip, straw bale and parakeet. And what I've done within Wake Up Call today is we showed you how you can use them as in the stained glass effect, so that you can then add them onto acetate and then you can use your alcohol markers. I used our tri-blends and we used our deeper tones to colour into the acetate. So that was one technique that we showed you. But then within this one here, it's always good to show how you can create your own backdrop using your inks, or what you can even start to do is if you've got odd sheets of your pattern paper left over, maybe you've got some from the staycation or really any pattern paper, you can start to use that as a backdrop for when you die cut your stained glass die. I'm going to use the Kingfisher that we can see here. So what we're going to do is let's go in with the colour. So I'm going to go in with the 3. We'll do pink tulip, the top, straw bale in the middle, and then I'm going to come in and we're going to finish off with parakeet before we do a quick bit of die cutting, Joe, with the die.
Yes, Patricia's talking about our supermarkets there. Jennifer saying she can't get enough of the essential cardstocks. Still very busy on that amazing tri-blend deal, Craig, and also the Yasara buddy bags. I'll be taking you back there very, very shortly after this demonstration to give you a reminder. Gosh, how I love the water reactives and how Craig works his magic with them. Mesmerising, says Patricia. If you want to see a sort of mini water reactive ink pad masterclass, get yourself back to yesterday's Creative Cravings show. At the beginning of the second half of the show, Craig went right the way back to basics and taught us everything we need to know about the water reactive ink pad, so you'll be able to get back there and see that. And there was a great 13-piece collection available in that show as well, with a, I'm going to say it, a whopper of a saving on it too. So do make sure you get back and have a little look at those.
Now remember that demo I done yesterday on Creative Cravings where I done something similar when I started to lay the colour up? Well, you could do that and then use your stained glass and die cut over the top. Or what we're going to do is we're going to give it an outline in black, and that is by using our black cardstock. So let's just layer up these last couple, blending them in that we can see here. There we are. Thank you, Tracy, for my cup of tea. So there we go, let's go in with this one. So now that I've got that one, and then as I explained yesterday within Creative Cravings, if you want to spritz with water or that, then you can do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Kingfisher. So I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to roughly chop this down just a bit smaller. And these will all go through your junior, and that means they're going to go through your midi too. With these ones, each of them, you've got your detail within the die, but the outside edge also die cuts out. Now usually when we say we've got a detailed die like that, we usually say it cuts into your card, especially if you already get an outline die. These are different, the whole lot cuts out. This gives you a lot more opportunities by doing your frames, your shakers, doing your back panels, lots of different opportunities that it gives you.
Hey, I love that that's catching on.
Catching on, I don't know, but...
You just said it, therefore it's caught on.
Well, I've said it once.
That's it, it needs once. I've got the validation I need. We can move on and find a new one now.
Oh, I'd copyright it then. Want to copyright it?
How can you copyright it? I said it.
No, I'm saying you could
copyright it.
copyright it.
I can copyright it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I could charge you, like, per use then. Yeah?
How much would you charge though?
Oh, I don't know. How much do you think it's worth?
Not much.
60 pence?
Yeah,
65
go on then.
pence.
60 pence a time.
Excellent. We'll get a little jar that you can put the change in.
Like a swear jar.
Like a swear jar, but less fun.
Yeah. So I'm poking this one out here. So if we go in, and then what we can do, let's put these little bits out. Now, I always like to think, when it comes to something like creative cards, stained glass cards, I always like doing it in black because it creates that statement. But what it also does is it gives you that faux black emboss layer. So even straight away that you can see on there how well that works together. Now you can then die cut this one out on top of that. You can then maybe just use the frame and then have an outline for yourself if you want. So you can really start to bring it together. What I'm going to do is let's go in with my Dotty tape runner. So we're going to go in. So let's go in with these ones here. And I'm going to, I would spend a lot more time, Joe, making sure I've got lots of adhesive all the way out. But I know with Cartload, we don't always have that luxury of time. So I want to make sure that it's attached. Now what I will say, because I'm using dry adhesive, it's water reactive, so technically it's still wet. Now, it's not soaking wet to dry, but the ink is still wet. So you wouldn't necessarily get a strong bond to start with. If you want to use your tape runner, let this dry completely or heat set it. I am going to go in and pop it down anyway so that I can show you where I'm wanting to go with this. Alternatively, see how that's just jumping up.
Yep.
The adhesive isn't sticking because it's still wet. So therefore, what we are going to do is let's go in, and I'm going to do this really quickly. I'm going to go around with my applicator. And even although I've got dry adhesive underneath the glue, it doesn't matter. It's still going to all add to that adhesion. And once again, what I would do, Joe, is spend a little bit of time going around all the areas. Once again, your sprays would work a treat in that as well. The only thing you need to watch for when it comes to water reactive or even your pigment is that it stays wet. So dry adhesives need to, if they're going to be used, they need to go onto the surface once it's dried. So let's press that into place. Now what I'm going to do is if I go in with my tri-blends, I've got my tri-blends here, I could start to do watercolouring with my water reactive ink pads if I want to, but I want to enhance some of this with my tri-blends. So even though it's watercolour card, it's water reactive inks, and I'm going on with alcohol pens, that doesn't matter. You're still going to get a really, really good look. So I'm going to go in with, let's go in with a bright, well, we'll go in with a bright orange, or maybe more of a, let's go in with a magenta. And I'm going to go in, let's go in with a mid-tone. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinpoint sections, Joe, and I'm going to colour it in. So we're going to go over the top.
It's funny how it doesn't just mix with the alcohol, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Because you'd think that it would like draw it out or would interfere with it or would move it around. It's really interesting how it doesn't happen.
Exactly, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to show this. Something I've been wanting to show for a while, and either I've not got around to it or during the show it went out my head. Last night would have been a perfect opportunity to show it. Didn't get a chance, and I guess so I'm doing it tonight.
Because the alcohol ink is translucent, you're still getting the colour coming through from the colour behind. Very, very clever.
Absolutely. So you can pinpoint. So maybe you like the look of paper piecing, but maybe you can't because of dexterity, maybe you just don't have the patience for it. By doing this is an alternative way of paper piecing, but doing it with colour. So we can then go in, let's go in with a light, let's go in with a light green, and then we can take some of the foliage parts, and what we're going to do is we can colour these ones in here. We can then go into this one here. Cherry picking sections where you want to add colour in some, and even although that's water reactive ink, if you still want to come along and do your blending, you absolutely can. It's not going to interfere with the blending aspect. It's all about crafting. It's all about having fun. And we will always tell you the best way things will work, why not to do something, the best way to do something. But do you know something like this? Even if I didn't show you, you wanted to try it at home, do it. You're not wasting anything, you're not damaging anything. At least you've tried colour over water reactive. As you can see, it works a treat, so go for it. There's no right or wrongs as such.
Gilmore says, gosh, I'd really like these stained glass window dies. Well, there is no better time to get your hands on them. If you do want to go for the dies on their own, the dies on their own are available individually too. You'll find that details of that over on the website. Hit the shop the show button, you'll see it in there. But the best value comes when you get the windows, but you also get as well you also then get, of course, the apertures in there as well, which is fantastic. So make sure you take advantage of that.
So we can carry on, so I'll do a little bit more, Joe. And what I'm doing is I'm blending it out. So I'm still using the light green, and I'm blending in the way that we would do with our alcohols. So let's blend, so I need to go to the light. Done the light, into the mid, back to the light. And then I can't work out if that's part of the glass. I think that's part of the glass actually. So let's go in with this one. So you can pick out sections like I'm doing here. So for this, what I would do is pick out the Kingfisher, and I would pick out the Reeves that are in here. So let's do that one there. And then even then, let's go back. I'm going to do a bit of blending here. So I've already laid that colour down. So ideally, I should have done some blending straight after, because that initial layer of alcohol would have evaporated. But I'm going to go for it. I'm going to show that even with the pinky colours, this one being magenta, you can still blend it out. So we can go in, let's go into our next level here, blend it back out together, and then, so maybe let's go for a bit of a yellow, gold yellow for the beak, let's say. So let's go into there. It's even a yellowy tone, okay, that's gold yellow. But even onto a parakeet background, see how it's quite striking?
I think it's amazing, the two together. I know it's something, as you said, we talk about occasionally, but not something I've ever seen done before. And I think how awesome. So many people have water reactive ink pads and alcohol markers at home. Together, they look amazing.
Yeah, have a play, see what you come up with. So let's go into that one. Let's add it at the base. And even then, I have to say, as I'm doing this, I'm getting more and more pleased with the result. But the key thing, look how quick I'm doing it. I'm doing it really quick, and I know I'm doing it quick, but I'm really loving this effect that we're getting. So it goes to show that you can still be relatively quick with certain colouring techniques and get a really lovely effect. So what I would do is I would do this one. And I know I'm doing my pen changes really quick, but I'm doing it the way that I would blend with the tri-blends. For instance, I'm laying down the light colour first, and I'm coming about 2/3 of the way up, leaving a bit spare at the top. Then we're going to go into the dark. So I'm going to come about 1/3 of the way. Then going to go into the mid. We're going to blend that out. We're going to go as far up to that light tone that I've done, and then we can finish that off again. So we can finish that off. I would then probably, I'll not blend it, but let's take earth brown blend. Let's do that one there. That one there, that one there, and then I think, just for this one, let's do a very subtle. Let's go subtle, this one being pale pink blend. So it's very subtle, but it's enough for you to see that there is a difference between there and there, with the Kingfisher. You can then come along, you can cherry pick sections all the way around that you want to pick. But even that, matte and layered onto a bit of black, you can see how well that works. It works really, really well, that you can see here. So lots of different ways. I've used the tri-blends, of course, do your watercolouring if you want. Any of your pearls or that you've got, you can start to build up that colour. But please don't be afraid. Although we tend to say keep water reactive and alcohol separate, you can use it. It's not to say don't do it, but you can use it. Light bit of blending. Go a bit heavier handed if you want. I could have got away with more strike and backblock colour, but you can still go over the top when it comes to the alcohol that you can see there being the alcohol pens, and it works a treat.
Awesome. Have you still got the samples to hand over there for
I
these,
do.
Craig?
Well,
Because
I've got a few.
Jennifer says, I'd love to see the samples of these that Craig showed this morning. I kind of came in towards the end of him showing them to us. So maybe we can just for Jennifer, we could share them, Craig. What do you reckon?
Let's do it, yeah? So let's show you. So in this one here, so this is where we've got the single lily. Now this one is where we've lifted it up with foam pads. So if I tip it forward, that you'll see. And then you're able to create that shaker. This was the sort of demo I'd done this morning where I coloured in using our alcohol markers onto acetate. So you've got that shaker. This is another one where it's been coloured into acetate. But look at the difference there. So look at it against a coloured backdrop, looks really striking. But if I remove that, so you've got that stained glass see-through, it's awesome, isn't it?
Really cool.
Absolutely love the stained glass look. This one has actually been coloured just with now I think this one is actually Classiques, could have been tri-blends, but doing the blending. So that's been die cut into black, it's been put onto Nina, and then it's been coloured. You've got that blended look. Here is another one on this one here, where it's got another stained glass effect. But this one, what we've gone in, if we, let's go, I tell you what, George, can we come back into here just to show you as well? Let's cherry pick, I'm going to cherry pick this one here, Joe.
Craig's having a lovely time with these, I can just tell.
So what you can also do, yes, think of all your colour and mediums, but go with your tacky glue that's got the fine applicator, and then what you can do, colour in with that one. So colour it in, and we're going to give it a nice little spread out. So spreading it out, and then what you can then do is then come along, let's go in with, I've got some of our glitter. What does that say? Peridot.
Peridot?
Peridot.
Is it dough?
Peridot. So then you can.
Ooh, shiny!
So not only can you colour with your colour mediums, colour with your tacky fine tip, and then put your glitters in there if you want. That is how this one has been created.
Boom
here.
shakalaka boom.
So there's that one, and then on this one. So this is a combination of paper piecing and colouring when it comes to your stained glass. So the windmill has been paper pieced into glitter card. This has all been coloured with your alcohol pens. This one is a combination of a shaker and also the stained glass being coloured in. So yes, we say that they're stained glass and you can colour them in, but colouring in doesn't just have to mean alcohol. It means that you can start to colour in with your water reactors if you want. You can colour in with your tacky glue and your glitters, all these different things that you can do as well.
Amazing. Loads of people absolutely loving that demonstration there. Sarah Gilmore, Pamela says glossy highlights over that would look great. Bonnie asks, what is paper piecing? What a great question, Craig.
Paper piecing, rightio. If we, Erin, have we got like 20 seconds or so to show this?
Sure.
Let's
sure,
do it.
She's saying in there.
So what I'll do is I'll refer back to this one. Now we're going to use the same die. Now what I'll do, in contrast, let's do it into white. So what I'm going to do is let's die cut this one. So die cut your image within this one here. So I've gone for the black. What you can then do is take any colour cardstock that you want, any colour, it could be mirror, it could be matte, anything like that, and you're going to die cut it again. So what you're actually wanting this time is you're not wanting the die cut image, you're actually wanting the die cut pieces that come out. You want to keep them because you're going to paper piece them back in. So the bits that I've coloured, instead of colouring with alcohol, in a way we're colouring it with the waste. So if I then remove this, now I'm going to be careful because I don't want all the bits to disappear. So what I can then do is let's go in. I'm going to remove that carefully. So I'm going to pop out a selection of bits so that we can show you. And now I'm not going to use my glue because actually I want to then make that into a proper card one night. I'm going to take it home. So if I take a few of these, so now what you're going to do, you're going to colour, but with the paper piece. So you would add, once again, your tacky glue, and then you're going to fill in, like I done with the glitter. So you would fill it in with your tacky glue, but then what you would do is you'd come along with these little bits and you'd paper piece them back in.
Ah,
so
clever.
Each time that you're going to go back in with your tacky glue. Now for something like this, I do always like to point it out, even if you don't have our tacky glue, if you have anything like your quick drying glues, so this is the ones, these are the ones that they go out blue and then they dry nice and sticky. So if you don't have our tacky glue but you've got some of the quickie glue pens, that will work. But it is as simple as popping all these bits, whichever bits that you want to paper piece, you can work your way around. You can start to do the body of the kingfisher if you wanted to. You can do lots of different sections. So that's what paper piecing is. It's die cutting it a second time, but the bits that come out, they're the bits you want to keep so that you can paper piece them back in.
Amazing. I hope that answers your question there, Bonnie. Vicky says beautiful colouring. Patricia says I'm mesmerised by blending going on here. I've wanted to blend colours all my life. I find CTV and Spectrum Noir has finally shown me how to. And Vicky Cook says, thanks Craig, I love the glitter technique. Remember what you're getting in there then. You're also getting, you're going to get all the single lilies in there, which are these ones just here. You're going to get the kingfisher in there too, which you've just seen Craig demonstrating with. You've also got then there the land and the sea, which is my absolute fave, and you're going to get that wonderful windmill in there too, which is amazing. So make sure you snap those up. Right, Tri-Blend, absolutely love these. You guys do too. 40% discount on this, which is literally unheard of for our, any of our Spectrum Noir products, but especially something like our core range, like our Tri-Blend markers, the original. These absolutely I'm struggling, aren't I? Revolutionised the colouring market when we brought these out. In here, you're going to get, they're in there 6-piece project packs, which I think is amazing. So you've got colours that you know will work together, which is fantastic. So you've got portrait blends. You've also got natural blends in here. You're going to get your exotic blends. Then there's the vintage blends. We've got the woodland blends, the dual shades, and finally the floral blend. So I love the floral blends. Love that real pop of colour there as well. £83 or $125, $66.40 or $100 if you are a platinum member. It's pretty much, it's a half price deal if you are a platinum member, which is unheard of. Right, we need to go back to the bags, which are these ones just over here. Now, where are we going to start? I'm making a bit of a mess, Erin. Getting myself in just a little bit of a kerfuffle over here. Let's just pop that over there. Right, 3 different options for you. Mystery bundles. The value is off the chart. £10 or $10 is what the first one we're going to look at. It's worth, as you can see, will be worth at least £24 or $32 worth of product. I'm only going to be allowed to show you one thing that is within here. So here, 3D embossing folder and stencil. You're going to get one of those in here, but you're also going to get 3 additional items included in there as well. So that's your £10 one. Look at this. The £20 one. Now this is amazing. In here, you will get at least, £44 or $54 worth of value. You will definitely get one of our awesome double-sided dies in here. This one here, the Pretty Florals, £13 or $15. In that one item alone, 3 more incredible items included for you as well. Can I show you one? 3D embossing folder. Didn't see it. You didn't see it. Didn't see it. And then last but by no means least, the biggest saving in the show when it comes to the mystery bundles is the £30 or $1 one. Am I right in thinking, Aaron, this is still people's favourite one? Still the favourite indeed. And what you're going to receive in here is, I can tell you, some amazing stamps and dies in here. Now these stamps and dies on their own, well, these are worth $19.99 or $23. Do I want to show you something? Shall I show? Oh no, I'm not allowed. Okay, all right, I'm not allowed. I'll put it back in there. You are going to get 4 further additional amazing items as well in there. However, it is 1 per customer, but you will get some. You may or will get some duplicates if you go for more than 1. This is something that everyone is going on this year, isn't it? Actually, Craig, do you know what? Have you got over there any of the samples for this?
I do. Do you want me to bring a few
Do you want to
across?
share? Do you want to show a few? Just because I know how amazing they are. Just before I show the boards, because I was always so incredibly blown away by the samples of these, and there's so many beautiful ones. Here
Let's
we
go for it.
This is us going rogue, Craig.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Look at these.
So yes, of course, as Joe was saying, these are the staycations. So these are about building the scenes. You've got the stamp and the die, so it will show you just shortly, because that's actually my next demo. But of course you can do all your concepts as well, your twisted easels. So if you, obviously here in the UK, if you do love to go to the seaside, maybe the family love going to the seaside, you live at the seaside like I'm originally from, then you can start to create your memories in the fact of you've got your 12 by 12 papers, but then chop them down, incorporate them into cards. You've maybe got, you know, your mum, your dad, your nan, your granddad that maybe used to have an old style caravan years ago that would maybe go travelling as well. You've got all these sorts of elements that you can start to build with. You can go to absolute town with these ones here. But because so many of these are individual, as we were saying earlier on, Joe, these will be good as well for doing your brand new wobblers. But then think about your penny sliders as well. Think about your twirling characters. You're able to incorporate all of these ones. It's all about building that scene. At the moment, with everything that's going on, you know, all across the globe, literally everyone is having a staycation in their own town, their own country, wherever it is that they are from. I know many people, certainly in England, are going to Scotland for their staycations. Many in Scotland are coming to England as well for a change. Really are staying in. So do you know what? Work on that one. Why not bring in some of the images from the camper van trips that you've had that you can see here?
Oh, I like that one.
Look at this one here. So incorporating that cardstock. I say time and time again, Joe, when we have a collection, it is so rare for us to have the paper pad. But we have even got the paper pad with this one. It's phenomenal. Lots of different styles that you can do. Keep them small, go large if you want to. But what I always love about having the stamp and the dies is, yes, you can then die cut with them, that we're going to show you just shortly. But if all you want to do is stamp and use your Pebeo drawn gum or your masking sheets, you can be doing that as well. But having the paper pad finishes it off just perfectly. And the fact that you get that, it's just a winner.
Really does. Let me show you what we're getting there. Happy Camper, which is this one here. All sit around the fire singing Kumbaya, that's going to be fun. Bit of river fishing as well you could be doing there. You've got sentiments as well as those stamps and dies, which is fantastic. The Simple Life, a little caravanning holiday, maybe a few bangers on the Barbie. Sounds glorious, doesn't it? Then you've also got road trip here with your RV, your paddling pool, the tables and chairs all there as well. Life's a beach here too. You've got your ice cream van, your beach hut, your deck chair, oh, an ice cream, gives a lick. Then what you've also got is that paper pad too, 48 pages. You're saving $44.97 here, or $53.85. That is before you even think about taking off your club inspired discount as well. Amazing value for money. So great that we've still got the paper pad in stock for you as well. $23.98, $28.72 is your price as a platinum member. Lots of you chatting away with me still. Remember, if you've got any questions or comments, salacious gossip you want to share with us, get it into us. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching on YouTube as well, because you get notified then every time we go live. You never need to miss a show, ever, which is brilliant, Craig, isn't it? Who would want to miss a show?
Exactly.
No one. Plot twist is the answer.
No one, all the ideas and inspiration. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to start off a card. So I've got the finished result at the side of me, but let's start to build it so that we can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 6x6 card here, but what I'm also going to do is show you how you can start to join some of your pattern papers. So this was actually one of the sheets. Then what I'm going to do is I have cut this one to a square of 6x6, then I've chopped it down, so it's 6x3. And I'm going to do the same with one of this green tone. So I'm going to go 6 by 3. So that gives us 2 panels here. So what I can then do is I'm then actually going to turn them on their back, and using my low tack tape, because although it's low tack tape, it is sturdy enough to attach the 2 layers. And of course afterwards it'll be coming stuck down with our adhesive. So I'm going to join these ones together. So there now we're starting to build up our scene. So we've got the night of the forest that's coming down into the grass here. So what I'm then going to do is let's make a card blank for it. So that was 6 by 6. So let's do 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. So that could be our main image on the front of our card blank, done. So what we can then do, we're going to bring in the remaining of these layers, and we're going to go in with the happy camper. So we're going to go in with the tent here. So let's go in with the tent. And as I'm going to colour in with my tri-blends, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my alcohol proof once again. But what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go for pebble, because I think with this sort of theme, the pebble or the rustic brown, which are both that brown look, is going to work well. So we have then got the logs, and then let's go in with, we're going with this one here. So let's do a quick bit of stamping. So let's bring...
Could you show the card with the bathhouses again?
With the...
Bathhouses?
Bathhouses?
Yeah. Bathhouses. What would you? Ah, they're called beach huts.
Oh, beach huts.
Beach huts. You want to see them on the board? This one just here. Yeah, beach huts they're called. When I went down to Whitstable recently, you know, my little Kent holiday, my little Kent staycation, Craig.
Yeah.
I was looking for accommodation in Whitstable, and very, very nearly booked a beach hut without realising that you couldn't stay in it overnight. You could only be there in the daytime, and there was no heating or plumbing or anything. Can you imagine turning up to stay the night and realising when you arrive you've in fact booked a beach hut for the afternoon?
Yeah.
And it was hundreds of pounds as well. Hundreds of pounds.
And you can't even stay there overnight.
Oh no, you can't stay overnight. Just have a little bit of a picnic, that's it. They go for hundreds of thousands of pounds, you know.
They are expensive.
Places like North Norfolk and places like that, you know, like very exclusive seaside places. You want to buy one, yeah, hundreds of thousands they go for of pounds.
Yeah, they really are very expensive.
It's very
at
odd,
times.
isn't it? Of all the things to buy for £100,000, a beach hut.
To be fair though,
I guess if you love the beach.
until you said it, I didn't realise that you can't stay in it overnight.
No, you can't stay in them overnight, and I believe you can only use them between certain months as well.
Okay.
Yeah, like you can only allow, like dogs are only allowed on beaches in the UK, most of them, aren't they, between certain months. I think it's from September to April or something like that. Dogs
Right.
are allowed on beaches. A lot of beaches, you're not allowed to take your dog after than that.
Yeah, we're so lucky back home in Carnoustie because we
Excuse me.
don't have any restrictions when it comes to the beach and dogs.
No?
No. I don't actually know of any of the beaches, you know, Carnoustie, Dundee, Arbroath, the Ferry, all the way up to Aberdeen. I'm not aware of any beaches that have any
What is an Arbroath
restrictions.
smoky, and have you had one, Craig?
So I had one years ago. So it is a smoky.
What is a smoky though? I don't know what a smoky is.
Well, it's a fish. So
Oh, it's a fish, a smoked fish,
It's like
right.
kind of like haddock.
Right.
So it's been caught fresh in Arbroath and been brought in, and then what it is, it's basically, oh, nothing basic about it. What it is there is a hut, and along the bottom, it's all these specific wood chippings and that, or specific wood that gives a real smoky effect.
Right.
So all of the fish, they hang, and there can be hundreds of them. So they hang, and then it's an enclosed hut, so to speak. They let the chips just smoke away. They close it, so it's kind of like concealed, and then that smoke, and then you get that real smoky.
And how do you
wood
eat it? You
chip.
just eat it as it is, like as a
Just pick
snack?
at it. Yeah, just pick
Oh.
at it. It just picks off the bone. Yeah.
Amazing. There you are. I didn't know. Every day's a school day. Public service broadcasting. I mean, that is why I think you deserve to be Male Crafting Personality of the Year, to be honest, Craig, because, you know, we learn so much.
Well, I can teach you a few things about Scotland.
Can you? What else can you teach us about Scotland?
Oh, don't put me on the spot now. Well, but it's one of those. Yeah, no, don't put me on the spot. I don't know.
Okay, do you know what the national animal of Scotland is?
Is it not
Do you not know?
It's a unicorn.
It's a
isn't it?
unicorn.
Yeah.
How bonkers is that? I love it. Evelyn says, oh, so we talked about the bathhouses. Dee's just gone for the tri-blend set along with the Christmas set. Also, I know I have double, but the value is just too good not to get the sets. Anne loves her tri-blends as well. Dieta saying when she paper pieces, she uses double-sided adhesive sheets. Absolutely a great way to go. Vicky Cook, thanking you for that awesome glitter technique as well. Going to be trying that one out. Any last minute questions? Well, I say last minute, it's not last minute, we've got half an hour to go yet. Any questions or comments you've got, get them into me. I love it when you get in touch. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. And I will do my best to get, well, I say answer them, get Craig to answer them is what I mean. Unless it's about, I don't even know, I mean, what do I know about? Eurovision. Food, I'm pretty good with food. I think that's about it though.
Is it?
I think that's about my limit.
Right,
Manchester.
okay.
If it's about Eurovision food or Manchester, I'm your man. Other than that,
You're
Craig
the
likes
man.
the rest.
You're the man.
Patricia Watling. Patricia Watling said she would love to see Scotland. I want to go to visit more of Scotland, Craig. You know, I've only done kind of the obvious. Well, actually, I've only done one bit really. That's Edinburgh, and I went to Tea in the Park years ago as well, which was a big. Glasgow. How would you say it? Glasgow. How would you say it, Erin? Glasgow.
Whenever, wrestling talk. Whenever the wrestling are on tour across here, when they're advertising it on TV that they're coming here, that they say, we're going to Aberdeen and we're going to Glasgow.
Glasgow.
They call it Glasgow.
I saw, who was it? Gwen Stefani at Radio 1's One Big Weekend in Sunderland, which is just up the road, and she was like, hello Sunderland, which always makes us laugh. How you guys, American, always pronounce the land as land, but we say Lund. Yeah, Sunderland. Hello Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Love it. Lily says, I was in Carnoustie on holiday last weekend and was sea swimming. It's a beautiful beach with lots of folk walking their beautiful dogs. You could have popped round to Craig's mum's house and had a cuppa.
I know.
Yeah.
Before COVID happened, my brother, he like teached all over the world. So with COVID happening, he came back. But while because he's older than me, when he was away, it meant that my mum had a couple of spare rooms, so she was actually doing Airbnb for quite a wee while, yeah.
Ah,
but not
imagine
now,
that. It could be like Craig's mum's crafting retreat holiday. Craig could put a few of his, cards over there on the side. He could give you like a little craft kit that you do whilst you're at his mum's house. I can see it now. Oh, can I? Oh, well, hopefully she'll do it again, Craig, once everything gets back to normal.
I don't know if
we could all go and stay with Craig's mum. I think it sounds awesome. David says a bit late with my comment, but I love our Arbro Smokies. If you do them right, they taste a bit like chicken. Everything. What is it with whenever? Why does everything taste like chicken? My friend, we were on holiday in Thailand, my friend ate a scorpion, a deep fried scorpion of all things. Absolutely disgusting. Have you guessed what he said it tasted like? Chicken. How can it taste like chicken? Frog's legs. I've never tried them. What do they taste like? Apparently, they taste a bit like chicken.
Yeah, I won't say what they were eating, but I was watching Bear Grylls the other night when he was out in his adventures, and yeah, there was something very questionable he ate, and it was like, tasting like chicken.
Just tastes like chicken.
Yeah, really?
I used to be able to do a really good Bear Grylls impression, and when you don't do them for a while and then they lose it's gone now, I can't do it anymore. Oh. No, I need to, without hearing it, I can't do it anymore, I'm afraid.
Oh dear. What am I way to do? I'm actually going to give you a little bit of tip with these tri-blends, because these are my sets that I've been using today. My dark red, the light tone, DR1, it's actually starting to dry out. I'm actually losing a lot of ink. Now, our tri-blends aren't refillable.
How long have you had this for, though?
So I've had
launched them 2.5 years ago, something like that?
I was here about 6 months, and then I got my so 2 years. Mine's are 2 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're about 2.5 years, and I got them 6 months after. So 2 years I've had mine.
And I guess the red one is one they use an awful lot.
I use a lot, and that's it. Just now starting to dry out. So as I say, our tri-blends aren't refillable, but they are the same ink that goes in our classiques. So what you can do, if you take your refillable alcohol ink, DR1, and then if you get yourself some kind of little empty pot or container. Now, this has got embossing powder. You would pretend that it's empty. I'm just doing it as a pot for an example. Pop some of your DR1 red alcohol ink. Take your lid off. Pop that back in. Take your lid off and then sit it upright. George, if we could we come face on? There we go. Perfect. So pop a little bit of your DR alcohol ink into the tub, pop your tri-blend in and leave it for maybe just an hour or so, and what will happen is some of the ink within the little container will then soak up into the nib, and that's going to last it a bit longer.
Okay.
So although it's not refillable, there is a way around just to make it last that little bit longer, because it's the same ink that's in the Classique pen. So just a little bit of a tip for you on that one there. And Leanne has said it herself in the past, so I'm not saying anything that I shouldn't. You can't get away with
Diana says, can I book Craig's mum's retreat? Sounds like so much fun. Should we start taking bookings? I'm sure she won't mind, will she? Is it Denise your mum's called?
She's called Denise, yeah.
She is called Denise. Fantastic. Nothing worse than when you get someone's name wrong. So yeah, Denise's crafty treat. Denise's craft noosty retreat. Is it their craft noosty? No, okay.
What you like? You're something else, so you are. You're some guy. Right, so if I come in here, so what I will do, if I finish colouring this bit in, Joe, so far I've used the dark red, I've used light green, started in with ice grey, and I'm ending at the moment with earth brown. So blending these ones in, so if I blend them in, you have a lot more time to do lots of shadowing, depth to them. I'm blending it in. I want to have that little bit of lightness within the middle of the log. So if I blend that one out, so let's blend that one in. So you can keep going and start to build up the colour if you want to add a little bit more to the side. But what we'd then do is let's go in, and I would take the coordinated dies. So we will die cut this, and then we'll give you a quick example of how to build it. Let's go in with that die. Let's go in with the log, and then we have got Eat, Sleep and Camp. So that can go on.
Lily says Craft Noosty is what they'll have to rename it if Craig wins. If Craig wins Crafty Man of the Year. Craft Noosty. I think Craft Noosty was good. I think you should have given me a little bit more recognition there for that, Craig.
That is good. Do you know, it's one of those things, I would love to win. Do you know what? I'd love to win, and for us to win all those nominations. But although I share it on my social media, I try not to think of it too much. Not because it's an incredible category, but don't get me wrong, I'd love to win, but I just don't want to try and think of it too much. Do you know what I mean? When you're up for something, it's that awkward one, isn't it? Where you don't want to get too excited, although I can't tell you how unbelievably proud that I am. I really, really am.
Rachel says, not if, but when Craig wins Crafting Man of the Year. There we are, absolutely. Yes, Rachel Gillam, coming through with positivity there.
Thank you, guys. Here we go. So, can you see what you would start to do?
Are you going to cry if you win? Will you cry if you lose as well? Is it a cry situation?
I will get, if I was to win, I would get teary, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm that sort of guy.
I'd cry anything, me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would do.
I get so emotional, I cry when like the self-scan machine works in the supermarket. Oh, thank you so much.
Well, you like it.
Very emotional.
So you are. Now, what I would do is I'd continue to build this up. Now, there is a die within the set it's a little die, and you would die cut it several times, and it's going to be a fence. You'll see it in the finished example in a moment. But you would continue. You're going to build up your scene, build it up. You'll have coloured it up, and once it's all built up together, you can end up looking like something like that. So this is like the picket fence die that I was on about within the set. So mix and match the set, because you've got, 4 stamp and die sets in total. So build them up foam pads, of course, or a glue gel. It's up to yourself. But the main basis of these is just creating that scene, whether it's a holiday scene, staycation scene for your memories, you know, if you're doing scrapbooks, little books, memory books, 8x8, all these sorts of ones that you can start to use and incorporate. And again, having that paper pad, just amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it really is. Remember what you're getting included in there as well then. Oh, Craig, have you got a demo of the show?
Not really.
Oh no. He doesn't, do you know why he's not that bothered? Because we know which one's going to win anyway. We know what the winner of the day is going to be.
We could put
it's a
this
foregone conclusion. I think the bird. Yeah, let's put the bird in. Let's let that fly into the card of the show. There it is. And then we'll do card of the day a little later down the line. Let me remind you what you're getting then. So you're going to get Live to Beach with your bathhouse / beach house. So do you have them exactly in this style in the US, Erin? You don't have them at all? I've got visions of you having like cool beaches on Lake Michigan that have got cute little
huts. Did they not have them in Jaws?
Sorry?
Did they not have them in Jaws?
On the Cape Cod. Oh, okay. Maybe in the Hamptons. How about like Provincetown? Do they have them there? Yeah, cute little places like that. But they're not common. Anyway, we move on. Live to Beach, you've also got Happy Camper as well. I really quite fancy going camping, you know, Craig. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not really a camping. No camping. Like in the wilderness. Maybe glamping is a compromise.
I need a decent toilet though.
The simple life. Got to have flushing toilet.
Got to.
No question. Road trip as well. Maybe actually in an RV. Maybe hiring an RV. Driving it around Scotland. Delicious. So you get all of those in there. Then what you're also getting too, you're going to get the 12x12 paper pad with one of, if not maybe my all-time favourite sheet in. Look at that. It reminds you, if you know when you get those glorious nights in the summer and you know it's just going to be an amazing day the next day, one of those, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful there. $29.98, $35.90 to get all of that. Everyone saving almost £45, over $50. Platinum members, of course, less than £24, less than $30, which is an amazing, amazing price. Need to remind you of the tape pens as well, because you can get 3 of the amazing Dotty tape pens. No glue bogies here. And you can also get 3 of our extra strong, and they are super long as well, 22 meters. These are all 6 of those, 1437, 2070 if you are a Club Inspire Platinum member. If you're just starting in crafting and you wanted to build up your stash, not really a better trio of cardstocks to go for than these, because you're going to get the white stamping card in here, A4 size, 60 sheets, should be called everything card, because you can die cut it, emboss it, ink it, you can colour onto this if you want to as well. You're then going to get the craft cardstock, fantastic for giving you that more sort of rustic, organic look in your crafting, and matte black cardstock. If you've got things like sparkle inks or you want to put your metallic inks onto there, going to be great, and also amazing to have black in your mattes and layers as well. So do check that out, $18.80 or $28.40 as a Club Inspire Platinum member. I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out your baskets because it's so busy out there. Here's all the ways in which you can shop and also the details of Club Inspire.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Absolutely, make sure you join the club. It is the best place to be. Right, I need to give you a few heads up. I need to let you know, firstly, what is coming up tomorrow. It will be Wake Up Call with Debbie Fisher. I know, Craig is off. It's his lovely long weekend this weekend. So myself, I'll be here gate crashing, but it'll be Debbie Fisher. Wake Up Call with Debbie Fisher in the morning. There's going to be a special guest, apparently. I think it might be top secret. Maybe. So you'll have to tune in and find out. I don't even think I know.
Do you know? I do.
No, I don't know.
It's that whole thing, you know, when it's nice to have that day off, but then you know when something exciting's happening, it's like, don't get any ideas there, and I'm not coming in. I've got plans.
Wow, there we are. Okay, Wake Up Call, midday in the UK, 7 a.m. East Coast time, middle of the night on the West Coast, 4 a.m. But you can watch up, you can watch back anytime you like. Then Craft Along. It's going to be a great one as well because it is the Scenes of Light. Really excited for that. 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast time. Make sure you join us for that. It will be 7 a.m. on the West Coast. Don't forget also about the double points that we've got, our points promotion we've got running at the moment. It's better than double points, isn't it? Because you spend £50, get a bonus, £50 euros or dollars, get a bonus 75 points. Spend 75, get a bonus 100 points. Spend 100, get a bonus 50 points. How incredible is that? Amazing. So make sure you take advantage of that. Now, I also want to talk to you about succulents. These are amazing. Now, these are so awesome because they're such a different sort of concept that Sharon Callis has brought to us. If you love Sharon Callis and all of her creations as well, you're going to want to make sure you join me on Saturday night for a very special craft house with Sharon, 7 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast time. So this time slot essentially. So in here you're going to get Merry Maiden. You're also going to get the jade in here. Now this one's really clever, how it's like conical and how it sort of builds up. Very, very clever how that one's been put together. This one here is your neon breaker, as you can see here. The great thing is as well, unlike me and my succulents at home, you can't kill these ones, which is brilliant. This one here is your lila china, really gorgeous. Then you've got Craig's favourite, the baby aloe, which is that one there. It looks so realistic, doesn't it? Then we've also got sword grass in here for you as well. So the beautiful sword grass there. That's not it though, because then there's loads of extra bits in this particular collection too. I can't believe how much you get for this price as well. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. Previously, 45% off on this was the best ever deal we did. Now over 60% off. So you're going to get your plant pot, your gift and pot labels, and your plant pot pokey in there as well, which is amazing. What a name. Then we've also got in here some stencils. You've got your wire trellis, succulent frame, garden frame, terrarium, and also succulents. So you're going to get all of those. That's the die in there, the succulents, not a stencil, beg pardon. So you get all of that for that price. I mean, that's a giveaway price. Platinum members, your platinum price, £36.52. I mean, unbelievable value. Talking of incredible value, the Connie Fongs. You guys have loved these. I think they've got a slight sort of angelic, religious, biblical style to them, which you've absolutely loved. Until this point, this is the first collection we bought you from Connie Fong with corresponding dies. And I think that the stamps on their own are gorgeous. You're going to want to use them as stamps on their own right. But to use them with the dies really gives you lots more options. And in here, you've got Angel Messenger. You've also got the Angel Whispers in there as well. Love the movement in this particular die, in that particular stamped imagery there. You've got the Angel Wishes. Then we also have Angel Prayers, Twinkling Angel, and the Friendship Angel for you in there as well. £45 or $50. Platinum's down to £36 or $40. Should we do the demo of the day? I think we should, don't you? I'm going to grab them. I have a feeling Craig might win today. Don't know why. So, do you want to... I think it's a foregone conclusion, to be honest. But let's see. Do you want number one? All the single lilies? All the single lilies. Do you want the we had a name for these earlier, didn't we? Quadruple wobblers. Quabblers, that was it.
Quabblers.
The quabblers, the quadruple wobblers. These were so much fun from launch day. Or do you want this to win? Do you know what? Maybe it's not as clear cut as I thought it was.
I'm thinking twice myself, actually.
Think twice before you leave my life. The lily is 1, the quabblers are 2, and the kingfisher is 3. The choice is yours. I tried to wobble the kingfisher.
That wouldn't wobble.
No, I mean it wafts. It wafts, it doesn't wobble. There we are. Right, let me know. Get your votes in Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion across on YouTube. Sarah's Creation says, oh heavens, Debbie and Joe together all day tomorrow. Let the laughing ensue. I'm sure Debbie's got her giggle muscle warmed up and ready. Right, what would you like to share with us for the end of the show, Craig?
Let's keep on with the Conifong, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of stamping and colouring as well. So let's go in with the Angel Whispers for this one here. And what I'm always going to do is we're going to go into the middle of our cardstock here, going in with the Nina, and I'm going to use my stamping platform, using my large one. Now it'll fit on our 6x6 one. It's going to be a little bit too tight for you to fit on your small 4x4 stamping platform. But what we can then do is give it a really good stamp. But because, once again, I'm using my tri-blends, I'm using my alcohol proof, and I'm going in with the flagstone on this one. And then we can go in with a really good press. I'm finding as of late, Joe, that I'm using flagstone more and more. Still gives you that depth, but it's not that strong black outline that the black one would give. So it's a nice one to use. So press, I'm going to see if I'm okay with that. Perfect, absolutely perfect for that one. So let's remove that, take it out of the way. Let's bring in a bit of cardstock for our alcohol colouring, just to catch any excess ink that may potentially seep through. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with Ice Blue blend here. And I want to go in with the lightest tone first of all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with our dress here. Now when it comes to alcohol colouring, a big tip for you is to actually do section at a time. If you do a section at a time, you've got more control on the blending and the shading, and you don't need to worry about the short amount of time that it takes for the alcohol to evaporate. So if I was to do a huge section with that light tone now, by the time that I come to add the dark tone, the alcohol would have evaporated. And it's not going to make it impossible to blend and shade, but it's just going to make it that slight bit more difficult for you to do it. So therefore, if you do section by section, you've then got much more of an even blend. So going into the dress, and even if you feel as though you want to go in with a little bit more heavy-handed with the dark, then you can do that. And you can do that. It's always good to do it at this point while the alcohol is still wet. So we can then blend that bit back in, and then what we can do is finish that off. But do you know what you can also do as well, Joe?
Okay.
That's Ice Blue. What about going in with the True Blue? And do you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to do a tiny little bit up there, tiny little bit down there, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend that one out. So it's still the blue, so you can still blend it, but then it gives you even more shadow down at the bottom. So don't ever be afraid to bring in a couple of other colours. Once again, trial and error. You're not going to damage the nib. You know, you're not going to contaminate it. If you do get any colour, for instance, if I got a dark colour on this light blue, what I would just do, give it a scribble until that colour's gone, and then your nib is going to be absolutely fine.
Fantastic.
So we can go back in. So then once again, we can do section by section. So Ice Blue, once again, building up the colours, working my way in. I always tend to leave a little bit of a white line. That's going to be that's the sharpest point. That's where the lightest part of the dress is going to be. So once again, what I'm doing is I am going to blend in the colour with just the ice blue blend to start with. And then I might come back again with that true blend just to add that little bit of sharpness into the top and the bottom. So blending it out, and then finishing off once again with the light. So we'll work that one in, and then let's go in with the true blue. We're going to pick it out to the top, into the bottom there, and then what we can do is go back, and I'm going back into the darkest shade of the ice blue, blend that one out, and then back into the mid, finish that bit off, and that bit off, and then back into the light to finish that bit off into there. So you can see how you've got that scope of colour coming all the way down. Let's do one little bit more of our dress, and then we'll go on to maybe go on our wings before the end of the show. So let's work our way in. And with these ones, because you've got the dies to go with them as well, prime example, if you want to stamp onto a square or rectangle piece of cardstock, you can do. If you want to come along with the dies and start to die cut it out, that's going to give you height. That can then give you a backdrop layer as well. So for instance, if you use the die to die cut out the girl, and then you use the die again to die cut a core colour, you can do a bit of a drop shadow on the back.
Amazing.
Or then use them for your shakers as well.
How would you use these? Would you used to use these with the dies? Could you imagine using the dies, the stamp separately to the dies, Craig? Or would you always use the dies and the stamps together?
Do you know something, Joe? I would probably use the stamps on their own, but having the die is a little bit of a bonus. You know, when it comes to stamping, other than what you've seen before with the staycation, I do tend to do stamping that is flat, and what I do is I let the blending do the lifting. If you were, and as I kind of explained it earlier on today, if you're a wee bit unhappy with your blending and your shading, and you don't think it's got much of a lift, then what to do is use the die cut it and lift it up that way. It's a little bit of trickery on the eyes, and it lifts up the image, kind of draws your eye away from maybe the bits that you're a bit uncertain of, and the chances are the recipient's going to see your colour and think it's amazing, because it is, but we're always our own worst critic, aren't we?
Never point out your mistakes. Why do you always do that? And I'm guilty of doing that when I cook for people as well, and go, oh well, I hope you enjoy it because the pasta's slightly overcooked and I maybe caught the sauce a little bit, or you know, the tomatoes weren't as nice as I thought they were going to be. Why do we do that? Maybe it's just human nature, Craig.
Maybe, because I am the same. I am the same as well. Even if it comes in a card, I'll be like, oh gosh, you know, look at that little outline bit, and someone will say, well, I didn't even notice that. But you do, you always just point it out. Don't know why. I do need to stop that. But yeah, it's something that we're all quite like when we do that. So I'm going in with the light yellow blend now, and then what I'm going to do is add more depth into here. I'm going to go back in with the mid-tone. So let's bring this one in as well, and then what I can do is let's finish this one off, bring this one in. So I do have a finished example, but my finished example was actually done with aqua pens. So I've tried to stick along the lines of the aqua colours that was used, but with the alcohol, blending it out. Now I'm not going to do this, but what I could have done, for instance, gold yellow blend, I could have done what I'd done with the blue, added that in there, and then start to blend that out with the yellow, so it's getting even more depth to it if you want to. So following on with that same example idea, this is using, once again, it's the aqua pens, but by following that same kind of format, you can see how you can start to build that up, whether it's watercolours, whether it's tri-blends, lots of fun you can have. Keep it very simple. Don't ever think that you have to use tri-blends in that 3-blend solution. Keep it flat if you want to, but it's a really lovely result that whatever way that you do it, you're going to get.
Absolutely, you are. Make sure you grab a hold of them though. That's how it all starts, is you getting hold of them. Card of the day is the Quabblers, your quadruple elf wobblers. No arguments there, Craig. I think it's awesome. I think it could be card of the week. I really do. Looking at what's on the shelf already, I'd say you're in the lead, Craig. Up it
hopefully.
goes onto the cabinet of creativity. It is up there. Remember what you are getting as well within the Connie Fong stamps. I'll whiz through those really quickly for you. So you're going to get the Angel Messenger, which is the Angel Whispers, your Angel Wishes, Angel Prayers, Twinkling Angel, and your Friendship Angel as well. So make sure you grab a hold of those. Don't forget, flash deal on the dry blends for you as well. It will end at midnight tonight wherever you are. It's a 40% discount. Save more than you spend as a platinum member. And in here you're going to get portrait blends, natural blends, exotic blends, vintage blends, your woodland shades, your jewel shades, and your floral shades in there as well. What have you got planned for your nice long weekend, Craig?
So I am going to have a nice little rest, maybe do some sightseeing, just have a little bit of chill time as well. Thank you for the last couple of weeks, because I know I've had quite a few shows, stepping in for some shows, so it's nice having your company as well. But I will see you back on Monday, where I'm going to be here with Wake Up Call, and we're going to do it all over again.
Oh, absolutely, we are. Make sure you come and join Craig for that. Obviously, there's loads to happen before then. I'm with you all the way up until the end of Sunday, so make sure you stick around. It is going to be my TV wife, Debbie Fisher, all day tomorrow, including Wake Up Call, an amazing craft along, and also Colour Me Happy. So make sure you join us both for that. Don't forget to check out your baskets with these amazing Cartload deals in them too. If you are across in the US, enjoy the rest of your day. If you're here in the UK, have a good evening. Big thanks to the team next door. Big thanks to the team out there. Big thanks to Craig. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Toodles.